Banana peppers. When was the last time I was on this channel? Was it like 2 weeks ago? I am actually really tired right now, but I miss hanging out with you guys, and so the choice was like, go to bed at like a semi-reasonable time. I bet it's 3 in the morning already, you guys. Oh no, ooh, it's only 1:47. But the choice was like actually go to sleep at a human being-esque sort of time, or stay up and make a video and drink a Trenta-sized iced coffee. And since I'm here, you know what I chose. Actually feel like doing an unboxing, and I feel like if I open these Yummy Worlds, which are sweet and savory, it's a brand new keychain collection. I bet more of you guys might click on this video, but honestly, I really want a keychain out of this South Park keychain series. So that's what we're gonna go ahead and open, because I have really wanted this Cartman Cupid keychain for a long time. Do people like really love South Park? I kind of don't know if it's like, I don't know if it's like a show that like irritates people, or if like everyone watches South Park. I started out hating South Park, and Dogman loves South Park, and then I feel like I just kind of like slowly got baited into watching it, because he would put it on like while I was finishing editing a video or something, and then I would just like keep looking up, and then finally I watched like an episode or two and I was like, oh my god, I don't hate this. I feel like Cartman is my favorite. I also feel like he's just terrible, so there's that. I don't know, I just kind of feel like opening this and talking to you guys about maybe some like random off-topic things. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. So I'm assuming we have a case of 24 here. 24 is usually the magic number. Okay, it looks like there's a really rare Towelly, just based on the shape. That's the Super Chase figure that we don't know what he's gonna look like. A lot of them are 1 out of every 24. Oh my gosh, the Cupid one, I'm so excited. That one's really common. It's 3 out of every 24. I'm just pulling a random one out from over here. The boxes are really tiny. Oh my gosh, we have a dead Kenny on the front. And I feel like my phone is ringing. Okay, I'm back. All right, we were just about to open our first little box here. Really itty bitty, very cute. I don't know if I showed you guys the whole thing. Now I'm gonna want to watch South Park. The only thing is like, okay, this is gonna be a first world problem, but I'm gonna see if anybody else out there who uses Apple TV all the time, if you wish that you could do this as well. But I hate how like when you can't watch a show on Netflix and you buy it and you watch it on Apple TV, it will only play 1 episode of something at a time, which I guess isn't a humongous problem unless you're kind of like crazy people like us and you want the TV to play all night long. Because I do wish that like we could just put on South Park and fall asleep. If the TV stops playing or if the TV turns off, I wake up immediately. I was really fun at sleepovers. Oh my gosh, I got the one I wanted right off the bat. Look at his little butt. Oh my gosh, so cute. Little angel Cartman. I felt like he would be cute as like a little zipper pull keychain on one of my makeup bags, and so I was like, oh, where are those things? And so here he is. Well, you guys, the wait is over, and we might see him 2 more times depending on if we get like some other rare ones or whatever we might get. Also, I'm so happy that I found this hoodie. Oh my gosh, you guys, I've had this for more, actually like probably way more than 10 years. I got it from Lucky Brand. And I feel like Lucky Brand used to be a lot cooler than they are now. They used to really kind of make almost like reproduction, like 60s and 70s clothing. I used to wear Lucky Brand constantly, and this was like always one of my favorite pieces that I ever got in my life. I don't know why I bought a hoodie in extra small. Oh my gosh. Jimmy, he's looking a little concerned there. I hope that it's focusing. I kind of can't tell with these sunglasses on. I don't know why I bought a hoodie in extra small. It's like just really like fitting. Also, I've washed it 9,000 times, so I'm sure it's shrunk. Oh my gosh. I'm probably like thinking about fashion stuff because I wanted to ask you guys like kind of a question. that I saw on Twitter today, which made me feel like high-key annoyed. And I was reading, it was one of the trending moments, which I don't normally care about Twitter trending moments, but today was Shane's birthday and I wanted to see all the fun messages everybody was sending him. Oh look, we got a towelie. Let me see if it's the normal one. Yeah, okay, so this towelie is 1 out of every 24, so he is still pretty rare, but he's not the secret, hidden, super rare towelie. Please excuse my nails, by the way. I totally ripped off all of my gel nails the other day, and I haven't had time to redo them, so we're just living with this for a minute. Anyway, I don't normally check Twitter, like, moments or whatever. I also don't like how they reconfigured it. I'm sorry my topic jumping is like all over the place today, but it's not as much fun as when everything had a picture and then you could like swipe through the Twitter moment story. Do you know what I mean? Now they just like have a picture up at the top. They say like what the moment is, and then it's just like a bunch of like tweets underneath it. But I saw that Burberry lit on fire $40 million worth of clothing, bags, and perfume that were like left over, that were too old, I guess, which is insane to me. It kind of, it's honestly off-putting. We got another Jimmy. I feel like I don't really own that much Burberry, and I feel like everything Burberry I do own, I bought at an outlet store, so I kind of, let me think about that. Does that just like repulse anyone else that they would have like $40 million of wearable clothes and wearable perfume that they would just burn instead of like donating or repurposing the fabric or anything? And I mean, I guess that is why a lot of people are like annoyed with luxury brand fashion, is some of the things that they do in my mind don't make an ounce of sense, because like, why wouldn't you do like literally anything except for being like so grossly wasteful? We have Token, and I think he is 1 out of every 24. Ta-da! But like literally there's so many better choices, and I guess they say that they do that so that people can't get these pieces too cheap, which doesn't make any sense to me because Burberry has an outlet store. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'll show you guys this bag because I have a Burberry outlet store moment. Here's my handy dandy Burberry bag. I'm sure you guys have probably seen it before, honestly. I have carried the squidoodle out of this thing. It's pretty basic, but it goes with a ton of my clothing, which is just basically black and studded. And I have my little froggy hand sanitizer hanging off the side of it like a truly classy lady. Nothing says designer handbag like a googly-eyed frog hand sanitizer holder. I saw this bag actually full price my first trip to New York City in 2014. Honestly, this bag was like $1,000 something, and I was like, I can live without it. You know, I feel like I have like some unif pieces and other things that are like extremely similar to this, but I did really love like the rounded shape of the bucket bag. I still have like a Hatchimals thing in here, so it tells you like the last time I carried this bag was when I made that video. So that was the moral of the story, is I saw it in New York, fell in love with it, didn't want to spring $1,000 something for it, and so I was like, nah, I can live without it. And then like, I don't know, half a year, maybe like a year later, Dogman and I were at I don't think it's Round Rock. I'm trying to think where this outlet is. Now that's gonna drive me crazy. We go there a lot of times when we're in Austin. It's just like something else to do. Oh, that's gonna like make me so mad that I can't think of the city in Texas where this outlet mall is. But they've got a lot of like bougie outlet stores. They've got like a Gucci outlet, a Burberry outlet, a Prada outlet, like a lot of fancy pants stuff. Used to have a Betsey Johnson, which was like the whole reason we were going to this outlet mall, but you guys who know anything about like fashion stuff like that, or if you've been a Swamp Family member forever, then you guys know like in 2011, 2012, we had a real big cry over all of the Betsey Johnson stores closing. So anyway, went to the Burberry outlet. Long story short. Dead Kenny, we could potentially get 3 out of 24 times. I found it at the Burberry outlet store for like a fraction of like retail price. Like, I don't know. I even want to say like I got it for like between $200 to $300. So anyway, that was their excuse for like lighting stuff on fire, is to like protect like the prestigiousness of the brand, and they don't want people to be able to get it too cheap, and they don't want people to steal it, so they'd rather light it on fire. Obnoxious. I actually want to do a little bit of research to find out like who just burns things. Oh, we got our third Angel Cartman. So you guys have already seen him twice before. I kind of want to know what other brands do this, because I'm like, is it Gucci? Is Gucci guilty of this? I feel like maybe they would be kind of guilty of it, because I feel like they kind of never want to put anything on sale. But also maybe not, because I feel like maybe overall they make less pieces. I don't know if that's true or false. That's just kind of like what I have observed. But then again, they also have an outlet. I don't know. How do you guys feel about that? Like, I think that that's honestly ridiculous, and it makes me cringe. And it kind of makes me less interested in the brand Burberry overall. You guys know that I'm pretty big in like, we have another Dead Kenny. But I mean, I love buying like vintage, used, thrifted clothing. Like, I just kind of I don't know. Like, even if you wanted to like cut the tag off or something, like say it was like a jacket, you know, and it like had like an embroidered thing, like wouldn't it make more sense to just like take the label off or something and like donate it? Like, honestly, that would have been like so much cooler in my mind, to just like that would honestly make me like more interested in the brand of like, you know, Burberry gave homeless in need like extra Burberry jackets to wear in the winter. Like, I don't know, like I do not like luxury brand fashion for any sort of elitist purpose. Like, I literally couldn't care less like how rare it is. Like, you know, I don't know. That's why maybe I just like it for different reasons. Like, I don't know. We have our third Dead Kenny. You guys, I don't want to see any more Dead Kennys. We have 3 more on the top layer. I'm just babbling on anyway, so maybe this is the worst unboxing I've ever made, but I just kind of wanted to like get you guys opinions on stuff like that. I almost want to say it's like things like that that kind of do turn people away from like designer brands. And I noticed this comment on, oh my gosh, we have PC Principal. I forgot who really liked him. I have a friend that like loves PC Principal. So I feel like I'm gonna like definitely save this one. Also, why is he so tiny? This is hilarious. Like, there's Cartman and this is like PC Principal, like the tiniest of tiny. 1 out of 24 PC Principal. So I feel like he's definitely one of the more rare ones. I guess that was like the craziest thing I've seen all day, but I did get asked, I think more than once I saw like kind of questions about this, which I want to do a Q&A video. And I think it would be so much fun if I ask you guys to submit questions and then I have Dogman pick the questions and like read them to me. I feel like that would be like an extra interesting layer to see like which questions you guys would ask and then which questions like he would pick. Wait, I thought we already got 3 Angel Cartman. Wait, did I mess up and say that wrong? Yeah, look, there's not 3. I guess. I was like, wait, did we get 4? You guys remember the last unboxing was really crazy too, where we got like 2 of the super rare ones. All right, last one up top. This is going to be our 12th box. Anyway, I can't get this out of my mouth to save my life. But I saw this question asked a lot in my latest video on Graveyard Girl, which was like my first ever weekly vlog, where people were asking like all kinds of questions about my designer shopping experiences. We got a Craig. 1 out of every 24, so we won't be seeing him again either. There he is. He looks very concerned. Wait, is there not a tweak? I can already feel which one this is, because I keep trying to say something and then I'm just like distracted by Osimo. I knew it was Osimo when I felt the little silver envelope because it was so like square. I'm like, there's no other character on South Park that should be that square. So 3 out of every 24, we're probably going to be seeing him a lot. But anyway, I'm gonna finally say this statement, which was, I was getting asked a lot of questions about like designer luxury shopping experiences, like if I get treated different in stores, or like how shopping in designer stores is, like especially because a lot of times like I go to the mall, like I literally like hardly ever dress up to go shopping at a mall. Like I never wear fancy clothing. Like I always wear like my slop clothes like this, you know, like because I feel like 9 times out of 10 when I go to the mall, I'm gonna want to be like trying on a lot of stuff, and it's always like either really hot, I feel like, or really cold, so I always have like a big jacket with me, generally like a big camo coat or something, and I just always look like I'm not wearing any pants. Whoa, I wonder if this is like a super secret mystery. I'm sorry, I was just so stumped because I didn't expect to see this at all, because I thought that the Chase figure was a Towelly, because it literally looks like Towelly on the box. We've definitely already been through this, but then I got a Jesus. I don't understand. What is happening here? It's like all my unboxings on this channel lately just go really, really strangely. Now, there was a series 1 South Park zipper pulls, which I did not get, so I don't know if like there's any way possible that he was part of series 1 and somehow ended up like mixed in with series 2, because the box, the mystery, looks like Towelly. I don't know what's going on here. If we get a really rare Towelly, I'm gonna be like, what? But right now we have gotten one in this box that's not listed on these boxes or anywhere on this box. So isn't it strange things are happening to me? Isn't that from Toy Story? Anyway, so 9 times out of 10 when I go to the mall, I am dressed like a super slob, and I kind of just like don't care. Like I feel like some stores, at least in Houston, I know they're different everywhere, but there are always some stores that I feel like are very warm, friendly, and attentive, and some stores that are gross. And so I will just tell you, like, based on my personal experiences, I finally got a tweak. Oh my gosh, wait. Yeah, okay, I couldn't tell from the box. Like, look at his mouth. It looks super creepy. It looks like his mouth has been stitched. Is that to prevent him from drinking more coffee? Why don't I remember that? I feel like I saw that like in an episode, but it's not like ringing with me which one it is. My battery's dying, so any minute I'm gonna be cut off. I'm gonna be forced to go downstairs and get one of my extra batteries. Based off of my personal experience, I wouldn't necessarily say like rudest, but least attentive I've found out overall can be Louie Vuitton, which a lot of times like I will literally be carrying a Louis Vuitton bag and be wearing Louis Vuitton sneakers, and I will like breeze past like 20 employees in the store. Like we have a giant Louis Vuitton in Houston, and literally no one will ask you anything. Like they won't be like, hi, can I help you? I couldn't remember that Kyle's cousin is also named Kyle. How about a little focusing? Thank you so much. Anyway, yeah, literally like I can actually be wearing Louis Vuitton and be dressed like a crumb cake and like still like, and I will be like looking at the shelves like clearly in need of some help, and like still like no one will even like condescend to speak to me. Chanel can sometimes be like routinely unattentive, unfriendly. I kind of touched on this a month or so ago when I got my Chanel bag. Who else is like kind of rude? I'll get back on that, but some of the nicest forever is like Versace, duplicate tweak. Versace is super nice. I feel like Miu Miu is always super nice. Prada is always very attentive. Gucci is always extremely attentive. Well, no, I feel like both, because we have 2 Gucci stores, or do we have 3? There's kind of one in Neiman's, but it's mostly just like a big standalone Gucci store in Saks, and then we actually have like a big Gucci store in Houston. The big actual Gucci store is sometimes hit or miss. Does this interest anybody? How did this suddenly become this? Timmy! And he is 2 out of every 24. I am suddenly sweating in this hoodie, but I didn't want to put a bra on, so I just put a hoodie on instead. Anyway, big Gucci store, kind of a hit or miss. Like sometimes they have a line where like they'll set like, you know, those temporary little ropes on poles to like rope things, and a line will form and you have to wait in line to shop at the Gucci store. It's madness. Like I literally can never make myself like wait in line to possibly go spend money in a store. Like that's ludicrous. My favorite Gucci store is the one inside of our Saks though, because one of my really good actual like real life friends works in there. So I feel like I try and like only shop on days when he's working because it's just like a super fun experience. Dior is also like super friendly, but I have a friend that works there too. So once again, I feel like that's kind of cheating. Saint Laurent is like kind of, I don't know, I feel like I used to shop there more. Oh, I just punched myself in the chest. I feel like Saint Laurent has kind of gotten like a little bit insane. Bebe. I feel like they call her Bebe. It's been too long since I've watched South Park, I guess. Anywho's, what was I saying? Lost my train of thought. Must have not been too important. I feel like that's the sassy thing everybody always says when you forget what you were gonna say. We got a duplicate Timmy. I feel like Saint Laurent has kind of gotten too big for their britches now because like their prices are insane. Like I feel like they used to be one of the more like reasonably priced designer brands, and they were making like a lot of cool stuff that I always call like rock and roll high fashion, where it had a lot of like, do I want to try and run and attempt to get these shoes and maybe let this camera battery die and then have to go all the way downstairs? Yes, I have to show you guys references if I'm talking about things. Okay, I'm running over to the other side of my super messy closet. Okay, here they are. Good example. Like these kind of remind, oh my God, killing my designer clothing. I kind of feel like this is something like Kiss would wear to perform, right? So these I think came out 2016. And I feel like that was kind of like the last, like, I don't want to say good because I feel like they have come out with pieces I've liked subsequent, but I don't remember who was like, I feel like people think that I'm kind of like that into designer labels, which I'm not. Like I don't really like to have that much information swirling around in my head about like who is the lead person of the current like designer house. Like don't care. I'm just like, do you make things that I like? Thank you so much. But I know that that was like whoever's last year at Saint Laurent. That was like his last collection and it was bomb. Like I loved Saint Laurent forever. Lemmy Winks, isn't that his name? Yes, 1 out of every 20. My battery died right as I was showing you guys the rat. Oh, there he is. I don't even remember if I finished my statement about Yves Saint Laurent, but basically what I was trying to say is like I feel like the last collection I liked, they had like some cool bubble dresses and some more like Victorian pieces. Some of it was really pretty, and if I could find any of this stuff online, I also feel like Yves Saint Laurent has like one of the least browser friendly websites in the world. Like I literally am trying to look for specific pieces and I can never find them on their website. So 9/10 of the time I just give up. Like I literally, like that's the kind of stuff that I hate. Like I love luxury fashion, but I hate like the difficult elitism that's sometimes involved in it. I'm like, why is this so difficult? Like I just want to shop. Like you can't order Chanel online. You can't order Dior online. Like you have to go to a store. Like most bags that I ever want on Louis Vuitton, you have to like call for availability. So that's not happening. I'm not ever picking up the phone. I'm not calling anybody. Like, I feel like I have like severe phone anxiety, so it's just not happening. But there's just all kinds of goofy stuff like that. Otherwise, I would pull up reference pictures of what I'm trying to talk about, Yves Saint Laurent right now. But they had a really cool like long sleeve white Victorian-esque shirt that came out as part of, I think, the like spring summer collection, and the front was gorgeous. It had like a lace collar, but the whole back of the shirt is just no back on the shirt. And I just like cannot tolerate stuff like that, because I'm like literally like, okay, it's a white like semi-sheer shirt, like I'm gonna want to wear a bra with that, and what am I gonna do when like anytime you see me from the back there's just a big bra strap? I don't know, it's just like kind of like some of it is just like too fancy for real life purposes, comfortably at least. Oh my gosh, it's another Awesome-o. You guys, I don't think we're gonna see mystery towel-y, or maybe it wasn't supposed to be towel-y at all. I think we've seen, oh my gosh. Okay, well now I know who probably the last one is gonna be, because there's one character that we haven't gotten who is 1 out of every 24. So you guys, I might do some Googling to see if the Jesus one is like the mystery one that's supposed to be the season 2 vinyl mystery chaser figure. We got one goth hair flip kid, and he was the last one that we were supposed to get. Anyway, let me get through this Yves Saint Laurent conversation, then I can let you guys actually get on with your day, unless of course you've clicked out already and then you're not seeing this. But they came out with like all these awesome pieces, and like these bubble dresses, which, oh my god, would be a dream to own. But you guys, it's stupid. It's too stupid. I cannot. These dresses were all like $10,000 to $17,000 for a dress. I would never. I would never. And I feel like Yves Saint Laurent did not used to be like that. Like, I feel like, yes, it is like designer, it is bougie, so obviously like it's, you know, not like $20 or something like that. But I feel like the prices all of a sudden, like post 2016, went insane to where it's just actually stupid. Like, there's no dress, I don't care what it's made out of, unless it's made out of like solid gold or something, that should cost like $17,000. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, what's going on up there? I don't know. But I was trying to say that I do feel like overall they are one of the more like friendly and attentive brands to shop at. I'm trying to think. Oh, Fendi. I always have like a really good experience there, but there used to be like a girl who worked at our store in particular who like got to know me, because I used to go to Fendi all the time. Like, honestly, I like to just like look at these stores like 9 times out of 10 when I go in them. I'm not just like buying like tons of designer clothing all the time. But I am somebody that likes to like just do more than window shop and just like go in and actually like try stuff on for fun, or like look at it, whatever. Like, I don't care. I don't even let people's like bad attitudes like stop me for the most part, because I'm just like, you don't know my life, like, you know. But I feel like Fendi used to be more fun, because I feel like there was a girl who saw me like just go in regularly, and so it was kind of like, I feel like when you kind of get more of like a familiarity, then obviously they are nicer. Dolce & Gabbana used to be nice, but I don't know, I feel like it got weird. I feel like maybe they got like different employees or something. It was really, they were super friendly in the New York store, which I thought would have been like exactly the opposite. But there were so many, like shopping on, what is it even called now? Like the big like high fashion shopping district in New York. I've only been to New York City twice in my life, so I'm not that familiar with it. But there's like a fancy, it's like Rodeo Drive, but in New York. Is it Fifth Avenue? Or is that where something else is? I feel like Fifth Avenue is like important, but I can't remember why. I'm so cosmopolitan. I felt like 9 times out of 10, like every designer store that I went into, like just to hang out and see what was super nice. Like, went into Dior, they were super nice. Went into, I think we went to Tiffany's just for fun. We went into, lots of them. Dolce & Gabbana, lots were fun. Wow. Suddenly I'm stuttering. Oh my gosh, you know where I used to love to shop all the time, but I think sadly they are closed now, was Marc Jacobs in Savannah, Georgia. I feel like anytime I get Marc Jacobs now, I've gotten it online, which I feel like I don't have that much Marc Jacobs. Honestly, it's just my favorite pair of designer shoes. All right, I'll show you guys one last thing. I am so sorry. Why is this video so long? You guys probably just saw these. I've put these in like tons of videos. I think, are these Marc Jacobs shoes, which these came out definitely in 2016. I bought these for my super special life moment, my Tarte Swamp Queen palette launch party. These were the special shoes that I bought for that occasion, and I feel like that's one of the big reasons why it's just been cemented in my mind as like one of my life's greatest moments. So I was wearing those shoes and I'm like, oh, it's so wonderful. I had a really wonderful experience with this actually, because I had to buy them online. The first pair I got was not my right size, and like the return policy was so easy. So like, I don't know, some of them are nice, some of them aren't, some of them aren't. They're basically just like people. Some are nice and some aren't, and that's the way the news goes. Suddenly I don't know where this attitude came from. I think the coffee is finally kicking in, which is great because it is now 2:27 a.m. Should be sleeping, but I'll probably stay up and edit this video instead. Anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I feel like sometimes I put my best content on this channel. Heaven help me. Like, I feel like I totally could title this video something like spilling the tea on luxury brands, or like which luxury brand is the rudest, like all kinds of stuff. I'll probably title it something like that. Why not? Just for fun. Experimenting. But I don't know, I feel like that would be like a really good video, but I could never post this like to Graveyard Girl. Oh, and I know everybody's like, post what you want. I haven't broken through to that theory, I don't think yet, because I mean, it is like, yes, post what I want, but like when I just post like super casual content now, like everybody is mean in the comments, like roast me in the comments. And so I just kind of feel like people are not accepting of it, like for the most part, which is a bummer, because it just makes me feel like I kind of just can't do what I want on my own channel anymore. That's a good look. I've kind of like hit a brick wall. I made a whole vlog about it, so I'm not gonna spill the beans, even though I know some people are so tired of me talking about it, but I just kind of felt like if I didn't get this off my chest that I might explode, because it's a video that I literally tried to film during the last 2 months 24 times. I'm not even joking, 24 times. Filmed it, deleted it constantly. So I feel like if you try something 24 times, it must mean that you actually really like need or want to do it. For the most part, obviously there are some exceptions there, so don't quote me on that. Although that would make a fabulous quote, like if you do something 24 times, it's meant to be. Like, what does that even mean? It's ambiguous. New Twitter bio. But anyway, I was just kind of like talking about all my actual feelings about everything, and I kind of do feel like I have hit a brick wall where maybe I just will like go back to making like some trash content on Graveyard Girl, because I just miss you guys so much. I miss hanging out with you guys like this on my main channel. Maybe not so much of the unboxing stuff, but just like talking and hanging out, like whatever. Like everything doesn't need 1 million views. Like, that's crazy, you know? Like, I just feel like that is kind of like the weird era we're living in, where all of a sudden like self-worth is measured in social media numbers, which is gross. It's toxic. And I'm trying to dig myself out of this like toxic tunnel. So I'm like, why do I still want to just hold myself to like all these gross standards? Like, I would rather just have fun and live my life and like do what I want and like hang out with my subscribers than to like wait until I can get somebody else to like film and edit for me, and like I can't do anything myself that's good enough anymore. It's just crazy. So stay tuned for that crying video, because I'm sure it'll come out like maybe over the next week. I don't know, but I love you guys, and I will see y'all very soon. Maybe I'll come back again tomorrow, but I'm not making any promises. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'm sorry I was all over the place, and hopefully I focused enough on these little things for you guys. I know some people who are like here for the actual unboxing aspect are like, why are you this way? Like, why aren't you just doing the unboxing and like focusing on the unboxing and not like vlogging at the same time? But here I am. I love you guys so much, and I will see y'all soon. Bye.